Hi, I'm Steve Hilton. I'm an Associate Professor at UCL School of Pharmacy, and I've been involved in virtual reality for raising skills across the UK and worldwide.
My name is Dr. Blanka Hilton, and I am a lecturer in Applied Bioscience at the University of Kent. I'm actually also Program Lead for Level 7 MSc in Drug Discovery and Development, and more importantly, I am the lead for the VR Enhanced Education at Kent. So at the University of Kent, we are relatively new members for the WorldSkills UK. However, we had quite a few opportunities to visit during the international WorldSkills event in Lyon, when I was actually disseminating my work for the University of Kent and VR Enhanced Education, and talking really focusing about the global barriers, geographical barriers, how can we use really the technology, VR, as overcoming the barriers and challenges that we see between our learners. In that case, this is the degree apprentices learners that are basically over the place in the UK. So we can see this geographical barrier quite often when we try to create any live sessions for students. So we try to think, okay, can we use the technology to really overcome this barrier and really enhance the skills as well of the students. So I think focusing on a global here, where we were comparing with the WorldSkills France and WorldSkills UK, what we were doing, and it was quite a lot of overlap. We are focusing on sustainable approach, which we believe that what we do in VR in Kent is sustainable. We also are today in Manchester for the national competitions, where my friend Nadia from University of Kent is presenting her project as a practitioner that she won, and she was focusing more about the use of VR and also immersive learning of teaching quite complicated molecular sort of strategies for the advanced therapy program she's a lead for.
So many activities revolved around virtual reality, the ability to create digital environments where we can bring students into places they've never been before. Creating digital environments where we can have advanced equipment, allowing them to be trained in skills that really they would never get to touch normally. And I think part of that is building that to a global audience as well, taking them to meet students from around the world in that same environment.
During the educational exchange in WorldSkills France, I was quite surprised by the enthusiasm that I received from the VR software we developed and the teaching education practice we are developing in virtual reality. And there was quite a lot of engagement, lots of questions coming from this, and overall just very big positive reaction that this is something that they really have to think about doing as well, and embedding as education, as a training for the soft skills and for the hard skills.
Physical training is always difficult. The move to digital is a really big innovative step. I think WorldSkills UK have really been leading that and pioneering that, and our project has really allowed us then to bring the digital skills to students, enabling them to experience things they would never do normally in real life. I think a lot of it is technology. Technology is challenging, but we are really becoming more and more advanced in how we train people. And overcoming those technologies allows us then to create environments where we can speed up the training of people enormously. I think that's been a key outcome for us. Fast training quickly, but using digital tools.
So I think the benefits for the project is really not only coming from the fact that we are doing something more sustainable, which is very important, and we are setting up the benchmarking, they are flexible, but also we are looking at our learners, we are giving them an opportunity, we are getting rid of the barriers for them. So if it's a barrier that, for example, they cannot come to the campus to attend a session or do a poster presentation, they can do it via using of technology in VR. So it's just opening opportunity really, and the value added is really to the educators, for us to really be in the front line of knowing what is the cool key skills that we need to teach our students, because that's what we can see from industry. And we sort of reacting, you know, from the development of AI and VR has been really, really big over the past few years. So we need to stay on the top of this as educators to make sure that we're delivering something that is relatable and increases the employability of our students and our learners. That's also very important. From the student's perspective, I think it's just given the opportunity to do things very flexibly, without any barriers, but also we can see that some students, once they transform and have the headsets on, they retransform, and some of the maybe more shy students are coming out and really showing the scientific skills we want to see from them. So the benefits was really to compare how, UK is really setting up specific benchmarking for standards, such as laboratory technicians, for example. It was an eye-opening to compare what are the core strategies in terms of sustainability and also diversity of the learners. I think that's something that really UK is facing as well. WorldSkills France seems to be ahead of the game a little bit in terms of UK, so I think having this exchange and opportunity really was an eye-opening to think about how can I plan my next steps in terms of, designing the courses and interacting with the courses and students and what they really need. I think the learners are changing, the courses are changing. And the other thing was really to see the international benchmarking, which was absolutely amazing. It was just global approach when you had over 80 countries and you're really seeing that laboratory technician in Japan and in England really have the same tasks, so therefore they have to have the same set of skills. So how can we understand those skills and how can we as educators really embed those skills and focus on those skills for our learners? So we need to know what is really needed, and I think that was just incredible to see how important benchmarking is. We want to make sure that our graduates but also other graduates from colleges and other providers of universities for degree apprenticeship have really those global skills that they can take them anywhere, so there's no boundaries. So we just have to be ahead of that game as well.
I think really one of the benefits for us is working with WorldSkills UK. The key thing with this is it brings people from across the UK together who are all facing common similar challenges. We all want to educate our students better, and WorldSkills UK has brought us together to work together to solve these problems quickly and simply and efficiently.